Sanbonani dumelang ke re exe na kalina ke nna busi mara ba ba khulu ba ba dese ba re ke the queen of Pitori. I am in the presence of greatness. I'm talking a model. I'm talking a graduate. But the reason why we're here is because she's a superstar of a DJ, Desiree. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Now, Desiree, I don't even know where to start because you have done so much. You've done so much. But let's talk about the music. How did the music nudge actually catch you?
I mean, I've always loved music from a very, very young age. It's been my life. And I've always been that person who collects music and likes to introduce people to alternative forms of music from a very, very young age. And but I never really thought I could get into music because I couldn't play instruments, I couldn't sing, So for me, it was just in the background, something that I really loved, but I didn't actually think I could pursue a career in music. And then when I went to university and I started going out a lot and starting to see these amazing DJs like Shimza, all these amazing people, and I was like, wow, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. And I started a SoundCloud page with all the music that I've been collecting, started putting out mixes, and next thing I knew, I had a small gig there, and it's just been escalating over the years. I think it's been almost 3 years now that I've been DJing, and I'm just so grateful because I really, really love it. It's my passion, and I hope that it will keep on growing.
It definitely will. It definitely will. What I want to understand, though, if I'm not mistaken, you did BCom, philosophy, politics, economics, right? Now, groovy, Steven, you are within, you're rocking. Now, how did your family now take that? Because, I mean, you're a graduate and you want to now venture into this art form.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, it's not easy. Being a black person, they obviously expect you to either go on to do your master's or, just get a normal 9-to-5 job. So, I mean, the conversation wasn't that easy, but I was very fortunate to have a very supportive mother who was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, go ahead, So I was very, very fortunate in that regard. And she's super proud of me. Obviously, there's a part of her that's I wish she was working at the Reserve Bank or something as an economist. But when she sees me on stage doing my thing, when she sees the progress that I've been making, she's super, super proud of me. And that makes me happy. Yeah.
And I know you're very strong in feminism. How has that influenced your music as a DJ?
Well, I try to incorporate as much music that's made by women, for example, women producers. I think it's important to showcase women that produce because there aren't many. I try to do that. If there's a track produced by a woman that I love, I will play it all the time without fail. So I guess that's how I incorporate my feminism, just trying to highlight women. And also, I have an entity that I started with a DJ friend of mine called Sinwa. It's called Boys Club, and we throw events, and we only or predominantly have female DJs in our lineups. So that's also just to sort of mitigate that that difference of not having many women on lineups in the house music and electronic music space. So we're like, okay, let's throw our own party and put the women on. Yeah. So I guess that's how I incorporate my feminism into the music. Yeah.
And I love that because that's an achievement. I mean, knowing the industry, knowing that it's male dominated, that's a huge achievement. But what has been one of your biggest achievements thus far?
Whew. Wow.
Too many, right? Too many.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, from playing at Kunye with Shimza, from opening for Black Coffee in Paris, playing at Lost Village Festival in the UK, playing at Watergate in Berlin. There's a lot. I'm really just very grateful for all the opportunities that I have, and there's many. I can't name one.
I like that because that's greatness. That's greatness personified. You went to Europe, one gig, and with a bag of hope. How did everything else unfold?
Look, I don't know. I mean, mean, I'm fortunate enough to have a great team behind me, and I mean, I also have a couple of DJs and contacts that I knew in Europe, and me being there, like, I don't know, things just fell into place. Like, you know, we reached out to people that we know, and when I got a couple of gigs, and other people started hearing about me, and then they wanted to book me, and it just escalated, and it turned into a whole tour, and I'm so grateful, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to go back next year for the summer, because I really had a great time. Yeah.
Willing that you will. You will. It is trusted. We know that it will happen. But wrapping it up, right? So from Europe to Pitori in the 012, you are at the Ballantine Shimza tour. What can we expect now from your set?
Well, I mean, I think my sets, I mean, I always read the crowd, you know, and I always like to challenge the crowd, you know. So if I'm playing for a crowd that's used to more of like a tribal, like a Afro house sound, I'll throw in a bit of melodic techno, a bit of progressive house there, just to shake them up, you know. So I have a wide range of tastes when it comes to electronic and house music. So my sets are quite dynamic, and they have quite a few genres in them, but I try to blend them in the best possible way that I know how. So yeah, just expect me to read the crowd and do what I love to do, yeah.
Best possible is, and it works because you are one of the best, you know. So love it a lot. Hanging out with one of the best, man. Desiree in the building. Shout out from Desiree, of course. Yes, girl. And from myself, Nakalina, Kenabusi, Baba Kulu, Baba Desa, Bariki, the Queen of Pitori, and we are outie.